Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Warriors are looking to use Jonathan Kuminga in trades to bring in new players to the roster. Kuminga will certainly be traded by the Warriors, because he never had the full support of coach Steve Kerr. If Butler and Kuminga somehow prove to lack chemistry on the court for an extended period of time, recent reports have indicated that the latter could be floated in trade discussions by the franchise's general manager Mike Dunleavy this season. In fact, it's been suggested that Golden State could ship their promising, athletic forward away via sign-and trade to the lowly Utah Jazz in exchange for their fringe all-star and experienced scorer John Collins to assist with extending Curry's title window. The Warriors revived their season with the Jimmy Butler trade, Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus wrote Friday. The veteran wing signed an extension as part of the deal, locking in the core of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Butler through 2026 to 27. The most significant decision the team has to make this offseason concerns Kuminga, who is expected to be well compensated as a restricted free agent. The team can keep him depending on his price, which may raise payroll as high as the second apron. Instead, the Warriors could execute a sign-and trade to get value in return, with a second apron hard cap. When it's time for Kuminga to possibly re-sign with the Warriors, Pincus infers that the explosive star's new contract could be used as trade bait to land Collins, who would certainly help Curry compete for a fifth title in the present. At 27 years old, Collins is a playoff-tested and extremely versatile frontcourt force that has transformed into one of the most solid and efficient scorers in the NBA. The 6'9" forward has blossomed as a member of the Jazz, contributing 19.0 points, 8.2 rebounds, 1.0 steals and 1.0 blocks while connecting on 52.7% of his attempts from the floor and knocking down 39.9% of his chances from distance in 40 appearances for the club this season. By partnering Collins and Curry as a lethal 1-2 punch, their screening actions could be dangerous for opposing defenders thanks to Collins' unreal athleticism and their combined shooting prowess. As a wonderful rim-running lob threat, Collins' hypothetical addition would give the team another option as a smart cutter and roller towards the basket. He'd also serve as a fantastic catch-and-shoot option from the corners in drive-and-kick situations, as he's converted on a blistering 43.9% of his opportunities from that spot on the floor in 2024 to 25. With the potential acquisition of Collins in exchange for Kuminga, the Warriors could garner status as a true contender in the Western Conference for the 2025-26 campaign and beyond. Warriors' Jimmy Butler sends warning that his time is coming. Jimmy Butler believes he has yet to reach his full offensive potential with the Warriors. Since his move to the Golden State Warriors, Jimmy Butler feels that he has yet to fully arrive as a scorer. However, he believes that once he does, his newfound presence will be felt. After the Warriors' Saturday night win over the New York Knicks, in which Butler scored just 11 points, the 35-year-old told reporters that he is content with his current role, but his time is coming. Butler noted that he does not feel the need to change anything about his current approach as the team continues to win. "I'm not just a scorer," Butler said, via Anthony Slater of The Athletic. "I can score if I want to. I can shoot the toughest shots and no one is going to say anything. But I want to get guys involved. When it's my time, you'll know that it's my time. Until then, we gonna pass the ball to the open man, get my guys some jumpers, get them out in transition and we're gonna keep winning." Since acquiring Butler from the Heat at the trade deadline, the Warriors are 14-1 with him in the lineup. They have since improved to 39-28 overall, assuming the number 6 seed in the Western Conference. Through 15 games with the Warriors, Butler is only averaging 16.4 points per game, the fewest of his career since 2013 to 2014. Part of the decreased production can be attributed to age, but most of it is due to this altered role with the team. Butler is averaging just 11 shots per game with Golden State as opposed to 43.9 passes, the latter number being the second highest on the team. At this point of his career, fans are also familiar with Butler's tendency to ramp up his scoring in the playoffs. In his last 2 postseason appearances, Butler averaged 27.1 points per game to catapult the Heat to multiple legendary runs. Perhaps this is the time he is referencing. However, while Butler tends to substantially elevate his game in the playoffs, so too does his teammate, Stephen Curry. Both players are fully capable of taking over any game at any given moment. If the season were to abruptly end, the Warriors would face the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. In such a scenario, Butler could be called upon for his scoring, with the Nuggets allowing the 24th most points in the paint, an area in which he tends to dominate. Yet, Denver also allows the 7th most catch-and-shoot three-pointers per game, a weakness Curry could also exploit. Steve Kerr gets candid about the one thing Steph Curry needs most right now. Is it a pet robot? Is it a chinchilla? Is it a jetpack? No. It's not any of those things. Those were stupid guesses. It's rest. Steve Kerr states that the Golden State Warriors superstar needs some recovery time. Also, his back hurts. And this is fair. The Golden State Warriors have found themselves back in championship discussion for the first time in a couple of years. In the intervening time, Steph Curry was the one consistent bright spot. Even as the team's window seemed to be drawing to a close, Steph had been remarkable. He was still getting All-NBA nods and All-Star selections as running mates Draymond Green and Klay Thompson very much entering a new stage in their careers. That new stage is called being old. Now Jimmy Butler is there. Not just Jimmy Butler, but good Jimmy Butler. The one people still hoped existed, with little proof of the positive. The Warriors have gone 13-2 since February 13th. As of today, they are out of the play-in and occupying the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Up until sitting out against the Bucks, Steph had played in every game since January 29th. Rest happens now. Steph is older too. He needs his time. And the Warriors are finally in a place where they can allow it. Subscribe to The Whiteboard, Fansided's daily email newsletter on everything basketball. If you like The Whiteboard, share it with a friend. If you don't like it, share it with an enemy. Back in my day, players didn't rest. Basketball sucked back in that day compared to now. Move on. Find a new slant. There are plenty of things to complain about in the world right now. Are you really going to pick NBA rest days as your issue of choice? So they did. Steph Curry did not suit up against the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Warriors still won. As reported by ESPN, Kerr stated, "He's exhausted right now, so we've got to absolutely consider giving him a night and getting him rejuvenated for the sake of him and the remainder of our games." It worked out. It is worth noting that Steph disagreed with the assessment of his stamina. "I feel fine," Curry told media when questioned about being tired. Jimmy Butler drops truth bomb after Warriors beat Bucks. After playing a supporting role in his first 16 games with the Golden State Warriors, Jimmy Butler finally unleashed the playoff Jimmy persona he's been known for, with Stephen Curry taking the night off. Butler picked up the slack as he led the Warriors to a 104-93 win over the Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday, March 18, on the second night of a back-to-back slate, and got back into the win column. The six-time NBA All-Star scored 16 of his 24 points in the second half as he brought home the Warriors after the Bucks staged a third-quarter comeback to erase the home team's 17-point first-half lead. "I've been playing in this league for 14-some years now, so I can tell," Butler told reporters after the win. "I know when I need to get my guys involved. I know when somebody has it going. I know when somebody needs to shoot the ball. And I think that's my job out there, to get the ball where it needs to go. When I need to score, be able to do that. When I need to get to the free throw line, be able to do that. Get some stops. Whatever the team asks me to do, that's what I got to do. I think I've got a good feel of that because I've been doing it for a long time now." Jimmy Butler back to go-to-guy role. Butler came to the rescue, clustering 8 straight points, bridging the end of the third quarter and the start of the fourth quarter to transform a Bucks 76-75 lead into an 83-76 Warriors lead. Buddy Hield then added a three-pointer to restore the Warriors' double-digit point lead. "You know, he's been telling you guys, like, when it's time, he'll know," Warriors coach Steve Kerr said of Butler. "And he'll do it. Tonight, it was time. Butler finished with a near triple-double as he pulled 8 rebounds and dished out 10 assists. He was responsible for 23 of the Warriors' last 29 points, either by scoring or making an assist. "We ran every play through him down the stretch," Kerr told reporters. Underscore 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 underscore. Draymond Green's defense also shines. Equally impressive was Draymond Green's stellar defense on Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green held Antetokounmpo scoreless in 7 field goal attempts as the primary defender, per NBA.com matchup tracking data. The former MVP was held to 20 points on miserable 5 of 16 shooting, his worst shooting performance over the past 2 seasons, according to ESPN. Butler and Green were the Warriors' 1-2 punch in Curry's absence. "Either one is worth the headline," Kerr said of Butler and Green. Draymond had defense tonight on Giannis. He was incredible to hold him to 5 field goals. Draymond showed why he's still one of the great defenders in the world, and why he's so important to winning games night after night. "It wasn't just the defense, it was the leadership, it was the energy. And Jimmy played the whole fourth and just took over the game." The Warriors improved to 15-2 with Butler in the lineup and 40-29 for the season. But more importantly, they gained a half-game separation from the Minnesota Timberwolves, 40-30, for the 6th seed. Warriors Draymond Green praises new teammate, "He makes us a real ball club." The Golden State Warriors are nearly undefeated since Jimmy Butler joined the team. With a statement win over the New York Knicks on Saturday night, Golden State moved to 14-1 with Butler and 39-28 overall on the season. The Warriors have won 7 games in a row and are currently the Western Conference's 6th seed, just a half game ahead of the Minnesota Timberwolves entering Sunday. Butler's game-changing, and really, season-changing, effect on the Warriors has been obvious. After Saturday's game, Golden State's 4-time NBA championship big man Draymond Green was interviewed by ESPN's Lisa Salters and praised Butler. "It's a real ball club now with Butler on this team," Green said. "He makes us a real ball club, and when we're a real ball club, we usually win championships." Butler is averaging 16.4 points, 5.9 assists, and 5.7 rebounds on 44.2% from the field so far in his Warriors career, 15 games played. His impact goes beyond stats, though, as Butler brings a championship mentality and championship experience to a team that was missing a veteran piece before his arrival. The Warriors haven't felt or looked whole since the decline and departure of Klay Thompson, and Butler's presence has reinvigorated a franchise that not long ago was in dynasty mode. Butler himself has appeared in 2 NBA Finals and doesn't have to prove to anyone how much of a winner he is at the highest of levels. Between Stephen Curry, Green, and Butler, the Warriors have a lineup built for the playoffs, and no one in the West is going to want to draw Golden State, the Oklahoma City Thunder included.